as signs God bless.
God bless everyone. Well, since everyone is on mute, I'll read Psalms. Let's see. Psalms 14. Let me go to King James Version. It says, "The fool hath said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done oh goodness, this word.
Abominably.
Yeah, no, the other one. Abominable, I think. I don't know. Works, there is none that doeth good. The Lord looked down from heaven upon the children of men, to see if there were any that did understand and seek God. They are all gone aside. They are all together become filthy. There is none that doeth good. No, not one. Have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread, and call not upon the Lord? There were they in great fear, for God is in the generation of the righteous. Yea, have shamed the counsel of the poor, because the Lord is his refuge. Oh, that the salvation of Israel were come out of Zion. When the Lord bringeth back the captivity of his people, Jacob shall rejoice, and Israel shall be glad. Amen. Sup, Bill? What's good?
Sister, not much. Just chilling. Like McMillan.
Chilling.
Chilling like McMillan. Taking care of some stuff online. Trying to bounce here and there. What you just read?
Psalms 14.
Oh, okay. Cool. What's up, Dre? What's going on, Christian?
What's going on?
Trey's probably at work still.
Yeah, no, yeah, he's on the other thing. He'll be back. Hey, did yesterday go on? I was stuck in the DMV, man. So I wasn't sure. I know he told us he was going to go on like in half an hour. Did he go on last night or early?
No, he was on time, actually. He said 4 hours later, and bam, there he was. He actually
Oh,
was on time.
because I went on YouTube to see if they did the timeless Joshua. I didn't see it.
Because his YouTube is still down.
Oh, okay. He hasn't put it. Yeah, he hasn't uploaded. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I came late. I saw the notification, but I came a little bit late because I was in the middle of doing something. But
Yeah,
from what I heard, it was good.
I've
I
been.
wish Dre would have continued a little bit more. He was, from what I caught, I only caught maybe about a good 15 minutes of Dre talking on this. So I didn't catch much at all. But what I did hear him say, what about Abraham and Isaac?
Okay, it's good. So we're in the same boat. We'll catch it when he puts it up.
Hmm.
Okay.
I'm interested in what he was saying, though. I wish he would upload like a portion. I know it's too much to upload all of it on Discord, but at least, a portion of it so we can
You
look
want the
into
shorts? You want some shorts on Discord?
it.
So unfortunately, Discord isn't the free enterprise that it used to be. It got purchased, so you have to pay money to upload anything worthwhile onto Discord. Didn't used to be that way, but it is now. Hashtag capitalism.
Well, I got
No,
I
I
got
mean,
I got hit. I got hit
not the,
for what happened? I'm getting a little lag. Hold on.
not the live, but what Dre was speaking on, the Talmud, I think it's called, what he was reading from. That, I wish he would upload a little bit of that. He already uploaded the one that, there's one already on there about the Messiah, like the rabbis discussing, the Messiah. I was looking into that. That's where I got, Micah chapter 2, verse 4 talks about the shadow of Christ. Let me see.
I like the one that he bought on the first the timeless Joshua on the shadows when he used Deuteronomy and another one with Joshua as well on the foreshadow of it.
Yeah. I don't know how to read that Talmud, though. It kind of confuses me in a way.
I have it. I gotta take it out of my bins. I put all my substance to be sold. I kept all the study books in my bin in the storage. I gotta take it out. I'm waiting for my desk to be delivered now. So they sent the chair yesterday, and today I'm waiting for the uh, my desk, and it was saying it was gonna be delivered by the afternoon, and here I am. I'm still waiting. It's saying shipped. It hasn't even said being delivered yet.
I'm gonna read Proverbs for 14 now. Okay. Oh my goodness, my eyes. Every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish pluck it down with her hands. He that walketh in his uprightness feareth the Lord, but he that is perverse in his ways despises him. In the mouth of the foolish is a rod of pride, but the lips of the wise shall preserve them. Where no oxen are, the crib is clean, but much increase is by the strength of the oxen. A faithful witness will not lie, but a false witness will utter lies. A scorner seeketh wisdom, and findeth it not, but knowledge is easy unto him that understandeth. Go from the presence of a foolish man, when thou perceiveth not him. The lips of knowledge. The wisdom of the prudent is to understand his ways, but the folly of fools is deceit. Fools make a mock at sin, but among the righteous there is favor. The heart knoweth his own bitterness, and a stranger doth not intermeddle with his joy. The house of wicked shall be overthrown, but the tabernacle of the upright shall flourish. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. Even in laughter the heart is sorrowful. And the end of that mirth is heaviness. Well, ain't that the truth? The backslider in heart shall be filled with his own ways, and a good man shall be satisfied from himself. The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going. A wise man feareth and departeth from evil, but the fool rageth and is confident. He that is soon angry dealeth foolishly, and a man of wicked devices is hated. The simple inherit folly, but the prudent are crowned with knowledge. The evil bow before the good, and the wicked at the gates of the righteous. The poor is hated even of his own neighbor, but the rich hath many friends. He that despiseth his own neighbor sinneth, but he that hateth mercy on the poor, happy is he. Do they not err that devise evil? But mercy and truth shall be to them that devise good. In all labor there is profit, but the talk of the lips tendeth only to penury. The crown of the wise is their riches, but the foolishness of fools is folly. A true witness delivereth souls, but a deceitful witness speaketh lies. In the fear of the Lord is strong confidence, and his children shall have a place of refuge. The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life, to depart from the snares of death. In the multitude of people is the king's honor, but in the want of people is the destruction of the prince. He that is slow to wrath is a great understanding, but he that is hasty of spirit exalteth folly. A sound heart is the life of the flesh, but envy the rottenness of the bones. He that oppresseth the poor reproacheth his Maker, but he that honoureth him hath mercy on the poor. The wicked is driven away in his wickedness, but the righteous have hope in his death. Wisdom resteth in the heart of him that hath understanding, but that which is in the midst of fools is made known. Righteousness exalteth a nation, but sin is a reproach to any people. The king's favor is toward a wise servant, but his wrath is against him that causeth shame. Amen.
Let's tap and share the live.
What is going on? What's the deal, Pickle?
Hey.
Look, man, y'all don't come here to go to sleep, all right? Look, I understand that this live is not as frustrating and doesn't get you all in your flesh and all worked up, but that don't mean get tired and go to sleep, all right? Okay. Man, I think this thing pokes that hole too big. Hold on, let me see. Nah, it's fine. All right. What's up, everybody? KCK, peace and grace. Yes, absolutely. Peace and grace. Dre, you there? Or are you sleeping? Are you working? Or what? He posted his picture up and walked away.
probably on a different live doing his shenanigans.
Yeah, like Bill, they got like 10 lives going at the same time, and when they get called, they just hop to it. Alex, what's up, homeboy? Will, what's up, man? Going on? Patty? Kenny, what's up, Kenny? All right, let's see. Where did...
Kitty, I just want to say hi to everybody. What up, Christian, big fella, Jennifer, my sister Nina. Trot, trot, trot. Hey, that's how I represent.
That's how you represent. Trot, trot.
Greetings, fam. Greetings.
What's up, y'all? Somebody got something or what? Y'all gonna make me do it? Man, I'm tired of all y'all. Man, how is it anywhere between 30 to 100 of y'all, and I always got to do it? Why do I always got to do it?
I know Nina down there got something good. She all got something good.
What you got, Nina?
Listen, I'm in the car line at school, y'all. So I'm just part of the team today.
You're in the car?
I'm in the car line at school, man.
Oh my God, nightmare.
Third day of school, a kid calls, can you pick me up? I got an emergency.
My God. She's like, Nina's got something good. Nina's like, yep, I got AC. Oh, that's it. That's it. Hey, but it's already is it starting to cool down over there or not yet?
No. What? No, the tropics are starting to churn up. No.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's like, because literally in August, especially in Texas, bro, ain't nobody's turning their pool. No one's turning their pool off. Like that. You're in literally the midst of summer. Nobody's turning their pool off. I got people saying, well, we're ready to start shutting the pool down. I said, in the middle of August? What are you talking about, bro? People don't start shutting their pool down around here till October, man. Shoot. Heck yeah.
We don't shut our pools down. They stay on.
Well, they stay on. It's 20 degrees outside. The pool's on. Get out of here.
In the cold season, they heat it, and in the hot season, they don't.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you got a heated pool, obviously. Matter of fact, I was looking at a thing to heat our pool up. I might get it. I don't know. We'll see. You never know. Heat wave. Bro, too warm today. What's the temperature over there, Alex? Don't be giving me that Celsius crap. Do the math. Do the math. What is it in Fahrenheit? Don't be doing that to me. Don't tell me, well, it's approximately 33 degrees Celsius. Look, guys, all you got to do is just times it by 3, okay? Just times 3, and you'll get an idea of what it is, okay? If it's 30 degrees Celsius, just say 90. You get it. It's hot. I remember,
tell you what, Trump.
Yeah.
Man, that pool went green. 24 hours, one dose in my big pool. One dose. Completely
one dose
blue.
of what?
This stuff I'll show you. It's
is it chlorine? Chlorine still, or you do salt water yet?
Oh no, sorry. I thought you were asking me something else. It's still
chlorine. It's still chlorine. All right, so you're saying your pool started getting dirty, right?
Because my pool robot broke.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So I was just like, well, here we go.
So then what'd you do? You should have got, bro, I'm telling you, you need to get this robot we got. This sucker was like, I think they're only like $800 or something. And it's pretty big, man. It's probably like 18 to 20 inches by 15 inches, maybe. Like, it's pretty big, and it'll climb up the walls and everything, dude.
Yeah, so ours burned out. We got the $1,200 one because that was the cheapest one our pool company had. And then it's great, man. Don't get me wrong. But
so you already got another one already?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is this sucker was $800, bro. That's what I'm saying.
I
It's
know
400.
we have, but isn't it battery powered?
Yeah, it's battery powered. Yeah.
They were saying that it wouldn't really help our pool too much if battery powered, so we got the cord.
Why? Why not?
We got a big pool
The
and
upgrade.
no. We got a big pool. I don't want to deal with batteries and charging, and if something doesn't go, I ain't doing none of that.
Oh, okay. You're saying y'all's just stays in there,
It stays in there permanently.
and is it on the whole time?
Well, no, you it. It's 3 hour bursts.
Okay, but does it clock it itself? So every 3 hours it turns itself on, or what?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you can time it. Yeah. So this thing, I want to say it stays on for about 2 hours. And you just pull it out, and our plug's right there. Just pull it out, plug it back in, and I only do it one time a day. I let it do it one time a day. So
Yeah, I
but,
throw that thing in that pool and I forget about it.
Yeah, is that the best thing to do? Is just throw it in there and the timer's on and it just keeps doing its thing?
Yep.
Yeah. No, that would be a little more simple. Just throw it in there and just leave it in there. Yeah. Yeah. Does it climbs the walls too, though, right?
100%. Dude, this thing tried to climb out of the water. I'll tell you what, it was out of the water. I was like, go.
It got out of the water driving around. Yeah. All right. So what'd you put in your pool to make it from green to gold?
It is cold.
He already forgot what it's called. All right.
Sodium.
All right.
Bromide.
Bromide.
Sodium bromide, baby. I'm telling you, the pool was full green. You hear me? Full green. Not a little green. Not a tint of green. Not it looked like grass. The water.
So hold on. How long did it take? How long did it take for it to turn green?
Shoot, a week and a half.
Week and a half. So basically about 10 days.
And that's why we hate chlorine.
That's why you hate chlorine?
Yeah, like that algae's not gonna last in a saltwater pool. Not like that. So I put in the sodium bromide.
Yeah, but what if you would have shocked it? Would I would have done anything?
Nope. We tried. I put 4 cups of shock, didn't touch it.
Wow. Yeah, I've heard nightmares that like once your pool starts turning green, it's hard to bring it back.
Yeah, that's where the term going, gone comes from, for sure.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, I just started using this. What Nikki? Hey, I ain't seen you in a minute. Where you been hiding? It says, but if you use algae out once a month, the summer it will help. So yeah, I have a thing called weekly or something like that, and you just put a cap in there once a week, and it kills the phosphate in the water, and the algae eats phosphate. So if there's no phosphate in there, the algae can't eat, so it dies. So that's what I put in there once a week. That weekly stuff.
Yeah.
And I want to say, I don't know, that bottle probably cost maybe $40 or $50. And I think you get like 40 caps. It's like $1 a week or something. It's cheap for that stuff. It's not very expensive. And our pool ain't even tried to turn green yet. Like there ain't been a hint of green. The only thing that's in there is leaves and dust or dirt, like, from the leaves or something. And you can barely see that. If our robot ran every 3 or 4 hours like yours, I don't think we'd have any dirt in there, because we only run that sucker once a day.
Yeah.
But anyway, basically, if your pool gets to the point where it does turn green, you gotta buy some Superman powder, huh?
Yeah, sodium bromide, man. I'm telling you, it was put in the pool the night before, and in the morning the water was crystal blue.
Yeah, but what's in it? Is it just bleaching? Is it just turning the green to clear, or is it actually?
No,
what
it's
is it
killing
doing?
the algae.
Killing algae. I wonder if it has. I wonder if see if it has phosphate killer in it too. I'm thinking it does, or I'm thinking it should, because phosphate is what feeds algae, right? So you take away the food source, right? It might.
Yeah, I'm saying, but this stuff is, you only use it once, like once you're cooked.
Yeah, once you're done, it's like your go-to, it's like your helper.
No, this is like the magic brush, man. This is like like OxyClean. You
Yeah,
know
it's
what
like
I'm saying?
OxyClean, OxyClean
But
for
for
your pool.
pools,
Yeah,
dude, I'm telling you what, man. I'm telling you, it was like when they used to put the dirty water tank and used to pour OxyClean in it and turned into, like, you look like you could drink out of it. It was like
yeah,
that.
yeah. We got some. I'll tell you, America, boy. I'll tell you, we got some good chemists in this world. I don't know why cancer's still an issue, but other than that, they can figure out any.
Well,
They can.
you know the answer to that, Trot.
Well, I mean, we all can say that that's the answer. I mean, it could be. I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely not going to say it's not the answer, but sadly, again, that was the whole point, right? Why I'm saying it. Like, boy, they could sure figure out how to make some methamphetamine, boy.
They'll
When
get you
it
hooked
comes
on
to
that.
really putting.
They'll get you hooked on those O letter drugs, which I can't say the word for.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, man. What's up? Let's hop into some Biblia. Let's hop into some.
I got a question for you.
What?
Because
What's up?
this is a discussion that I had on my live, but I kind of agreed. But after going back and rereading Genesis 39, it's about when Joseph was in Pharaoh's guard's home. The wife seduced him.
Yeah. Potiphar's wife.
So it was Potiphar. It's because some thought it was Pharaoh's wife. But after going back and rereading it, I kind of agree with you. It's Potiphar's wife.
Yeah, it's Potiphar's wife,
That's
not Pharaoh's
what I
wife.
said.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. I see it as him, the wife being the heifer, so he didn't want to plow with his master's heifer. Am I correct on that one?
Let's go to it real quick. Let's go to it. It's always in the wording. It's always in the wording.
Okay, so when it gets down to it, it says right here, it says right here, and it came to pass after these things that his master's wife cast her eyes upon Joseph, and she said, Lie with me. But he refused and said unto his master's wife, Behold, my master wotteth not what is with me in the house, and he hath committed all that he hath to my hand. There is none greater in this house than I, neither hath he kept back anything from me but thee, because thou art his wife. How then cannot do this great wickedness and sin against God. You want
All
me
right.
to continue?
Yeah.
And it came to pass, as she spake to Joseph day by day, that he hearkened not unto her to lie by her, or
Right
to
there.
be with
Right
her.
there. Right there. That's it right there. As she spoken to him day by day. So she's trying to convince him.
Yeah.
Right? So in the garden, Eve was convinced.
Yes.
She was convinced. Right? So this wife was saying, lie with me. It's that same repetitive thing that we see where someone is becoming intimate with something they should not become intimate with. Right? And Adam knew his wife. And then they knew they were naked. So this is the same thing. Same exact thing. Becoming intimate with something you should not be intimate with, right? So you shall have no other gods before me. That's talking about intimacy. There should be no other intimacy. And that word is not pointing to sex. It's just talking about knowing something. And it says, read that part that you read again. Day by day, what does it say?
It says, and it came to pass, as she spake to Joseph day by day, that he hearkened not unto her.
Hearken not. Okay, so now we go to the phrase hearken not, meaning don't allow, don't listen. Just because it's your wife, you don't listen to everything she says. Again, we're talking about the Bible. This is not for you today to say, nope, I'm not supposed to hearken unto my wife. That's not what this is talking about. This is talking about Bible. Keep these stories in the Bible, okay? You can learn from them out here, but people are too quick to try to use the Bible to figure out how to do this life better, when your first job is to understand the kingdom of heaven. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and then all these things. But people are not seeking first the kingdom, meaning how the Bible speaks. They don't care. They're just taking it and they're like, oh, I need to hurry up and just use this to make my life better. No, seek ye first the kingdom. So in the Bible, the kingdom says that we're not supposed to hearken or know or have any other gods, meaning we're supposed to trust God over anything. That's what that's pointing out. The whole Bible, the whole entirety of the Bible is telling us to trust God. And so here we see he would not hearken unto her voice. So he didn't do what the first Adam did. The first Adam, it said that she gave to him to eat. That was him hearkening to her voice. Hold on. That was her, or Adam, he hearkened to his wife's voice. Now, because the Bible doesn't say it that way, people don't like it. They go, no, she gave him fruit. Yeah, bro. We got to go through the whole Bible again? This is how you know, man. This is how you know these people that are claiming that they're so familiar with Scripture. If they were so familiar with Scripture, they would know the fruit that she gave Adam came from her lips. They would know this. They would know. They would know that Abraham hearkened unto his wife, and he shouldn't have. They would see that Joseph did not hearken to this woman. They would see all that, and they would say, it's the same. It's the same, whether it says it that way or not. The fruit of the lips, the Bible talks about this throughout the entire thing, calls us trees, and we are to bear fruit, and we are to feed this fruit to other people. It's all words, but then we get to the garden, it's like, no, that's different. It's different. No, it's not. On earth as it is in heaven. On earth as it is in heaven. How is it on earth? How is it on earth, guys? Do we speak fruit that comes from the midst of us and it comes out of our mouth? That's how we speak fruit, right? That's how we feed. So if it's like that on earth, that's how it is in heaven. That's why Jesus said, how should I liken the kingdom of heaven? And he starts talking about soil and trees and fruit. That it's the same thing. He's explaining the same thing. He's not explaining physical fruit. All right, keep reading from where you're at.
Okay, so where was I? It says, and it came to pass about this time that Joseph went into the house to do his business, and there was none of the men of the house there within. And she caught him by his garment, saying, lie with me. And he left his garment in her hand and fled and got him out. And it came to pass, when she saw that he had left his garment in her hand and was fled forth, that she called unto the men of her house and spake unto them, saying, see, he hath brought in a Hebrew unto us to mock us. He came in unto me to lie with me, and I cried with a loud voice. And it came to pass, when he heard that I lifted up my voice and cried, that he left his garment with me and fled and got him out. And she laid up his garment by her until his Lord came home. And she spake unto him according to these words, saying, the Hebrew servant which thou hast brought unto us came in unto me to mock me. And it came to pass, as I lifted up my voice and cried, that he left his garment with me and fled out. And it came to pass, when his master heard the words of his wife, which spake unto him, saying, after this manner did thy servant to me, that his wrath was kindled. And Joseph's master took him and put him into prison, a place where the king's prisoners were bound, and he was there in the prison. But the Lord was with Joseph, and shewed him mercy, and gave him favor in the sight of the keeper of the prison. And the keeper of the prison committed to Joseph's hand all the prisoners that were in the prison. And whatsoever they did there, he was the doer.
Hey, Jennifer, is there periods there?
Yes.
Yeah, you don't stop. You got to stop at the period, Jennifer. Look, I'm going to show you. We're going to do this together. I don't know what this is. Let's see. This is Isaiah. Look, it says, cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and shew my people their transgression, and he, house of Jacob, their sins. Yet they seek me daily. Boy, when it comes to them periods, here goes Jennifer right here. In the house of Jacob, their sins, yet they seek me daily and delight me always. And the nation did righteousness forsook, and the ordinances of God, they ask him the ordinances of justice, had delighted approaching to the God wherefore he were fasting. I'm like, what? I'm like, surely her Bible has a period somewhere in there. Guys, don't forget commas. Okay, commas has a little eh. And then period, listen, when you get to a period, if you forget that you're supposed to stop, hit your chest or hit something, right? So let me show you how to help with stopping at periods, okay? So it says, a trumpet shew my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins, yet they seek me daily. You see how long that pause was? And the house of Jacob their sins, yet they seek me daily. There's supposed to be a pause there, all right? Okay. All right. I'm like, wait a minute. Why is it? I was like, what? Jennifer just reading a run-on sentence. She must have reading her own notes. I don't think there's. Okay, but notice it says that she grabbed him by his garment and he fled without it. Right? He fled without it. Like he left it there.
Yes.
Well, a garment or a raiment, right? And the Bible is always pointing to the covering of Christ. And obviously, he's got a covering of Christ. Now, black letters on a white page, it's a coat. It's a coat. She grabbed him and he's like, oh, heck no. He ran out of that coat. Like, keep the coat. Okay, so yes, in reality, in this physical world, she was trying to sleep with him and he said, no, I'm not doing that. It's not going to happen. Okay, but because Joseph, being a shadow of Christ, he left the garment on purpose with her. And instead of her putting it on, you know what I'm saying? Instead of her putting it on, she held it and say, look what I got from him. It's very weird. Very weird thing. But instead of her using that garment to cover her shame and nakedness, she used it to mock and put shame on Joseph and lied and said the reason that she has it is because she wanted to be intimate with him and he would not. That's why she has it. So obviously the physical side is she's lying, that's not why you have it. You have it because you ripped it off of him while you were trying to get him to hearken to your voice about becoming intimate with him. And that's not what happened. He ran away from her and she's embarrassed. And guess what? I'm going to tell people you tried to apple oranges and grape me. So, but it is Joseph's covering. And that voice that he didn't hearken to is representing the dead spirit. That's what it's representing. Hearkening to the dead spirit or hearkening to the voice of Satan. That's what it's representing, right? So yeah, Jennifer, when you say he wouldn't plow with her heifer, right? His heifer, he didn't want to plow with that heifer because that heifer is not representing righteousness. It's not representing the bride. It's representing the whore. And so he didn't want to hearken to her voice. He didn't want to worship another God. That's why in all of this, he said, how can I do this to my God? Right? How can I worship another God when I already have a God? So obviously, it's pointing to a man that is being tempted to commit adultery, but spiritually, it's pointing to him becoming intimate with the opposite of God, which is pleasing the flesh and overriding what he knows the right thing to do, and that is to not. So I think when you brought this up, you were asking, who is the woman? Yeah, so it's Potiphar's wife. And remember, Potiphar is Joseph's master.
So yeah, that gives me a place to at least now I know where to go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Dre, you there yet?
They are listening to you, but they both are on another live, though. Both of them, him and Big Fella.
They're both on another. No, I knew it. Hey, hold up.
We under the bus.
Nah, hold up. I already knew, and I didn't know because I looked and saw. I just know, bro. Like I know that's what y'all are doing. Like I said that before she did, like 15 minutes ago. I said I guarantee you they're both
too quiet. Were we too quiet?
Oh yeah, I bet Amazing's over there with y'all.
The same live. That's
are you
the
inventing philosophies of men?
I bet Amazing's over there with them.
Oh, now he's on the panel now.
Amazing.
Amazing right here. Amazing's like, hold up.
Hey.
What?
Hey, Chop.
What's up, man?
So, when we was reading that the other day, I went to You talk a bit. Also, what came into my I don't know if it
Amazing. You're breaking up real bad, bro. Somebody else probably have to tell them. Somebody help me out.
You're out there in the wilderness. Come to the promised land, bro.
Out there in the wilderness. Hey, bro, you're in Mara, bro. You're in Mara. Yeah, that's better. Start all over, bro. Start
real fast. And I am bitter.
He said I'm bitter.
What about now? Jesus. So
yeah.
So Mark ran out of his. Well, they don't say it was Mark, but I believe with the Apostle Paul and the John Mark thing, I believe that was reference to that. When he ran out of his garments, and I know you say stop, you don't say 10 things at one time. But what about when they parted his garment? They tried to part his garments, but they couldn't. Have you talked about that before?
Let's go to it. Give us the address.
Which one? When they parted Jesus' garment, tried to part his garment?
Whichever one you want to go to first. I don't care.
Okay, we can go to that's in Matthew 20? Matthew 20, the wedding feast. I think where the guy comes in with his own garment.
Yeah.
Where you at? The wedding garment?
What you talking about?
Yeah.
Go ahead, big fella. Because I think you just mentioned two different stories.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, but no, Amazing. I don't think you understand. We missed half of what you said, bro, because you were cutting out so bad. So I'm saying, start all over like you just came in here.
When you was talking about the Joseph, right, and his garment,
mm-hmm.
And how Potiphar's wife didn't want to be covered with his character, right? With his we are commanded to put on Christ, right? Put on the Lord Jesus and be as he is. Well, she refused to do that, and people in this world, no doubt, the same way, right?
Yep.
So you see the guy coming into the first guy that I'm talking about in the parable. He comes to the wedding feast with his own garment on.
Yeah.
And the good master of the house, a friend, who let you in here with this garment on?
Yeah.
Would that go back to that?
Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, matter of fact, let's go to it. It's in Matthew 20, 21, 22. It's somewhere in there. I don't remember where. Somebody find it real quick.
Like it's in 22. It's actually starting at 1. So Matthew 22:1.
All right, go ahead, read. Don't say you can't read, Jay. Don't do that.
I can't read, brother. I bet I got fired about Jesus up here.
Okay. Somebody else read. Jennifer always reading. Plus, Jennifer don't put periods nowhere. She just run on sentence. She just reads straight up. She don't care about none of that.
Reading. You want me to read?
That's fine. Just don't get into character. Just read it. Bill be getting into character, and he said, "I would never do that." He gets into Disney mode.
All right, go ahead. Give me the address.
Matthew 22:1. I think that's what Jay said.
Yeah, Matthew 22:1.
Before you guys read, may I ask you guys to do something for me? My father's in the hospital with he's like at stage 6 with his Alzheimer's and dementia, and he's not wanting to eat, and he's talking about going home and seeing his mom and
how
all
old
this
is
stuff.
he?
So my dad's about 81.
Yeah.
And I just want to ask if you guys just keep him in prayer. That's all.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah,
Okay,
my
thank you.
dad's in his mid 70s, and again, I ain't lying. I'm not lying. Just there's a lot of my family that come in here. Like most of the time, if it's not like a health issue or something, which it's rare in my family, but man, I'll tell you, my family members they live to like 100. Like once they turn 90, we're like, hey, can you go to heaven? Like, why are you still here? And they're like, I don't know. Like, yeah, 90 years old. Like, do you not want to go? They're like, I don't know. Never. I don't feel like I need to rush it. And I'm like, oh, God almighty. So once our family start getting, once our family members start getting around 70, 80, like we already know, man. And let me tell you, there's people, they get tired of being here. I don't know if people actually think about this. It's something to think about. There are people that they're just tired of being here. And they'll start talking that way. I want to see this person. I want to go home. I don't want to be here anymore. And let me tell you, if you talk that way to God, he'll take you home. God's not the one that is making people die and he's making them stay alive. No. But if you turn on this persona, like I'm just done. God, I'm done. I don't want to be here no more. I am telling you right now, when people start talking this way, God will honor that and they will be taken. I'm telling you, you can talk yourself into no longer wanting to be here anymore. And then God, at that point, God will take a person. It's so true. It's not fake. Okay.
My aunt did that.
Yeah, man.
Like several years ago, she just decided she wasn't going to take anything to help her keep her alive. She was having problems, and she said she wanted to go, and that was it. And she didn't allow the doctors to do anything to help her. She just, gave up. So
yeah.
I agree.
My dad wants to pack a U-Haul and take his ranch with them. Yeah. Yeah. Well, tell him, Dad, hey, matter of fact, Pops, we'll get a U-Haul, a small one, and we'll go to the ranch and we'll just start putting trees and dirt, grass, and we'll fill that sucker as much as we can, and we'll put it in the ground with you. We'll let you take as much as the ranch that will fit inside that U-Haul. Oh, excuse me. Look, it's always sad when our family is kind of making up their mind that they no longer want to be here anymore. But, it would be better if they wanted to stay here longer for the sake of the people around them. You know what I mean? Like they want to be here longer for your sake and their sake and things like that. But it does come to a point where people, they just don't want to be here anymore. And honestly, that's not the best approach, but messing with someone's conscience is worse. That's worse. If somebody's made up their mind that they want to go bye-bye, and again, we're not talking about unaliving themselves. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about they've literally lived a full life and they're just ready. And they're literally having conversation with God. And they're like, just take me home. It's not like God is pulling the plug. It's not that. It's just that you are telling your body you're done. And the way that we speak to our body responds. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, the people are not saying, Lord, take me home, and like God unplugs them. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the way we speak to our body is how our body responds. And that is a fact. If you're very negative to your body all the time, that type of negativity can create cancer, and you can unalive yourself, and you did it to yourself. God didn't put cancer in there, right? But worry and strife and bitterness, this stuff can grow a cancer in your life. But if you speak to yourself, in a manner that is a complete opposite of that, you will be more full of life and enjoy and all these things, because you're speaking life into your body, right? The Bible says that life and death is in the power of the tongue. So you can speak life over yourself, or you can speak death, and your body will listen. my wife, there was a few months, it's for sure 6 months, she couldn't sleep. And I knew she was being a little more grumpy than usual. And I just couldn't put my finger on. I was like, man, I wonder why she's so grumpy. Like, I don't know what's going on. One day she just told me, like, almost in tears, like, I can't sleep. It's been, a couple of months, 3 months. I cannot sleep. I just toss and turn. I said, toss and turn. I was like, well, I hate to say that you're not tired. I said, let me take you outside. Let me make you tired real quick. And she's like, no, that's not it. And this and that. And I said, have you ever tried talking to yourself to sleep? You ever done that? She's like, what do you mean? I was like, you could tell your body what to do, right? You have control over your body. And she's like, what do you I said, I'll show you tonight. So if y'all ain't never tried this, you need to try it. So we're in bed and I was like, you ready? She's like, yeah. I said, all right. I said, it's going to sound stupid, but if you do what I'm telling you to do, the Bible will prove itself to be true. I said, now, take some deep breaths. I said, because your body and your mind needs to get into sleep mode. That's what you need to do. Your body, you can't tell your body to go to sleep, but inside your head, you're racing. Racing car. You can't do that. I said, so you're thinking about something. I said, what are you thinking about? And she's like, well, hold on. She's like, well, this and that. I was like, all right. So I told her, take some deep breaths. And I'll give you another thing that you can do. While you're in bed, I want you to feel yourself like making your face mad. Okay. Like make yourself kind of mad so you can feel the muscles in your face and control releasing all your muscles. If you know how to move your ears, there's people that can move their ears. There's people that can't. If you can move your ears, move them all the way back while you're mad and release all the muscles in your face. Listen, it's not smart if you're trying to go to bed and you look like this. If you look like that and you're trying to go to bed, you ain't going to go to bed because you're tensing up muscles in your body. You need to relax your muscles. So you got to make a mean face. And then I told her, all right, now slowly release the muscles in your face. Release all of them. And I said, okay, now tense up your right arm, release all the muscles. Do the same thing with your left arm, your back, your legs. I said, do your whole body at the same time so you can come back in control over all your muscles. Because if you're tensing up your face and yet you're saying, I need to go to sleep, your mind and your body are not on the same page. So you have to take control, right? You have dominion over your body, and you need to show your body that I'm in charge. Again, referring to the soul. Soul, you are in charge of this body. So once she did that a few times that night, I said, take some deep breaths. You're only taking deep breaths so you can concentrate on all your muscles relaxing as you're inhaling and exhaling. And while you're doing all this, you need to be talking to your body and saying that, all right, it's time to go to sleep. You need to go to sleep. Let's go. Slow down, heart. I need you to go to sleep mode. And let me tell you, she did this for a few days and started knocking out. It only took a few days for her to kind of understand. I said, you can't just lay down and like, okay, so when I go to work, all right, so what I'm going to do, I was like, you can't do that, bro. You need to tell your body, slow down. You need to slow down. You need to go to sleep. I'm saying all this because you can talk to yourself this way regarding becoming unalived. And I'm telling you, your body will stop working. It will. It'll become unalived. So that power, that dominion was given to us by God. So right now, when you go, okay, Lord, I'm done. Take me. He's not pulling the plug. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that when you start telling your body, man, I'm done. I just want to go home already. I'm not saying God's like, oh, I heard you, click. No. He's already given you that dominion. So it is God honoring his word by giving you that dominion. And these people, when they get older and they start. My granddad was about 85, 86 when he passed, and it didn't even take a year. I remember when he started saying, "Hey, you know what? I'm just tired." I said, "Tired?" I said, "You ain't even been up 2 hours. What are you tired? What are you tired about?" And he's like, no, not that. He's like, "I'm just tired of shaving. I'm tired of taking a shower." The routine of life got old to him. But let me say this to you. Life doesn't have to get old to you like that. I'm telling you, if you would put more people in your life, there would be a reason for you to stay alive. You would find it. You would find a reason. And it's always ministering to people. And I wish my granddad picked up that mantle and ministered to a lot of people, but he just didn't. He just kind of would talk. Hold on, guys.
Man, y'all, I hear the gunners. I live by Fort Sill. It's crazy. Y'all hear them? Boom, boom, boom. Jeez. Jeez. Bet. Man.
Hey, can y'all hear me? Sure. Oh, man, hold up. All right, we good? All right. Anyway, yeah.
Let him hear those
Anyway,
gunners again, Jennifer.
Do what? Do what?
Jennifer was was saying that they're using the gunners by the base that she lives by, and we could hear it through her mic.
What are they firing off?
I have no earthly clue because I never was in the military.
Where are you? Are you by Fort Sill?
Yeah.
Well, they got to have tanks there.
You hear them?
No.
Hold on. Give it a second. I'll do it again. You hear that?
Yeah, kind of. How many were shot?
Repetitive. They've been practicing for the last about 3 hours.
Yeah.
Discount on your taxes.
Do what?
The discount on her property taxes. Good Lord, if I had to hear that, y'all got to pay me now.
I can't sleep. All right. You know what? They need to hear the sleeping method I just went over. All right, Jennifer, listen. This is how you go to sleep at night. No, I was kidding. But you can also do the opposite and tell your flesh to shut up. You're not tired of being here. And, you can find another person to help in this world. At your old age, you can find someone else. There is always someone that is looking for a mentor. Always. And, I just don't understand it. I really don't. That when people turn 50, 60 years old, it's like they never really mentored anyone. So it's not normal for them to go out and mentor. Can you imagine if people at old folks home, and I'm talking about people who actually did mentoring in their life, if they just found one person, a younger person to mentor for like a year or two, you know how much help that would be? I don't know. I just don't like the whole I'm retired and then these people play golf every day for 10, 20 years until they die. That's what they do. You know what they mentor? They mentor their golf clubs. They help someone with their golf swing. I'm not talking about that kind of stuff. That's not the kind of mentoring I'm talking about. Don't get me wrong. I understand it's an easy life and you're sticking a little ball in a little bitty hole way the heck over there. I get it. I've played it. It is fun. But I just can't picture myself like that's all I'm doing with my life after retirement is playing a game, dude. They might as well play video games. You might as well go play a video game. I understand you get more exercise. I get that. You swing and you got to walk, and some of the older guys, they don't drive golf carts, they walk, and they do it on purpose. Now, I believe that is some good exercise to walk to every hole. Great exercise. But if that's all you're doing with your life, I mean, just let me tell you something. My grandma, she would get up like at 3 a.m. and then go to bed like at 8 or 9 at night, somewhere around there. But she'd get up at 3 a.m. and she didn't die till she was 100, And I want to say her last 5 years is where she started talking like that. Look, I can't say much about her. If you were here for 95 years and you're like, you know what, I think I'm done. You know what? Okay. Who's going to argue that? Like, some people don't even make it to 95, So, like, if somebody wants to decide, you know what, I just think I'm done. They're, because it's the same issues. You understand. You're going to have a 20-year-old man come up to you. He just got married, has a kid, and let's say the complaint is, I don't know. It seems like she gets fatter every year. And I'm like, fatter every year, huh? Yeah. Well, what do you think I should do about that? I said, I think you need to do what the Bible says right here. Husbands, love your wives. That's Christ. No, man, you know what I mean. I do know what you mean, bro. I do know what you mean. And then 2-3 years later, it's another 20-year-old. They stay the same age. They're 20. They're like, hey, Trot, man, I was wondering if I could talk to you about something. Yeah, what's up? Hey, so, we've been married 4 years. We just had our first kid. And, I mean, she don't stop eating. She just gets fatter. And I'm like, it's the same stories. It's the same. There's nothing new under the sun. So now I got to tell another one. Yeah, the Bible says right here, just love them. So if it's the same stories, if you're not careful, you could just say, oh, my God, I'm tired of helping the same thing. Just love her anyway, bro. And it's kind of like you think you're talking to the same person. It's a different person. It's not the same person. It's a different person. But when guys around their early 20s get married, she gets pregnant, and they're like, yeah, but her stomach's not the same. It's the same stupid conversations. And you're just looking at them like, bruh. So I can understand someone because of that, like, okay, I'm just done. Young people, they all have the same problems. It never ends. I feel like nobody gets any help, But if you go to the one that you helped the first time and now they're 35 and you ask them, hey, you still complaining about your wife being fat? No. Okay, good. But guess what? Here comes another 20-year-old. Every year somebody's turning 20. Every year. So you better be good at mentoring a 20-year-old, because 90% of them are going to come with you with the same crap every year. And then the one that's 25 said, hey, that old dude over there, go ask him, bro. He's got all kinds of wisdom. And then you kind of just feel like you're being used up by all the young man just sucking the life out of you. So then these guys go play golf. Like, oh, my God, you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. Man, some of these dudes, they go, do what?
Timber.
Yeah. Some of them ain't going to figure it out, though, man. Some of them ain't going to figure it out. Amazing. Let's get back to what you were talking about. Let's hit on that for a little bit more, man. I'm sorry, bro. I got on a mentoring old fart tangent. Sando.
Go. Sando's at a Keats mirror right now, man.
What's up, bro?
Truly blessed and highly favored.
Yeah, that's true. You are. Amazing. What's up, bro? You on another live or what? No, that's Bill. Bill on another live with Dre.
No. I'm back. I dropped from the other live.
Oh no, I was kidding. I'm just kidding, bro.
No, I was there. I was in the, with my troll account. Jay White likes that troll account. She asked to see the bear on her live a couple of weekends ago. I got ridiculous.
Oh, she saw the wild out bear.
Yeah, they poked the bear, and then Nina warned her.
She summoned it. I said no, up. Well, too late now.
All right, Jay, what happened?
He kept on telling somebody don't poke the bear, and I'm like, wait a minute, poke the bear. I want to see the bear. Poke the bear.
5 seconds later, and the bear was dominating the panel.
Oh my God! You listen right here. I'm like, oh shit.
I did a little extra. Yeah.
I promise you, I would never mute our people like that, but I had to mute him.
Multiple.
He's like, who's muting me? Who's muting me? Stop muting me.
I might have even dropped him. I'm not sure, but he was.
It's like, you listen here.
Uncivilized.
Honestly, I ain't see a problem with it. I just wanted to see the bear. I had to see it before I could judge it.
Well, Jay, that's probably not good, Jay. That's probably not good. Bill's admitting that he went overboard, and Jay's like, that's normal. No, it's not, Jay. No, it's not. It's not normal.
No,
see? It's kind of stuff I'm talking about right here.
Like,
I saw with my
Friday.
eyes that it was a Friday. But he was all right. He was cool. He was cool.
That's why Big Op's like, man, I'm just waiting to see Trot just what a phrase he used. I just want to see Trot crash out. Like, bro, that's not normal. What do you mean? Like, but for y'all, it's normal. Big Op, Jay, Nina, Bill. It's like, no, it's normal. No, it's not. I'm trying to tell you, it's not normal.
My new normal is not crashing out. Okay, so.
Okay, fine. Whatever.
Trot. It got so bad. I told the guy, you should be embarrassed having a picture with you and your wife there. She's got to be embarrassed of you.
Sure did. He went, oof. He went hard.
Oh, finest moments. I admit. I even.
Yeah, you should have got dropped. You should have got dropped. Should have got dropped.
I think he did. Actually.
Yeah. Right. He was talking to, he was all right. The person who he was talking to, he was just fine. I think he did a beautiful job. I wouldn't change it for the world.
Oh my God. Well, that don't make it right, Jay. That don't make it right, Jay.
Jay, I ran into him on another live.
Perfect job, brother. I could have.
You might need to not go. You might need to not go to the other live if you see that person there. I'm just saying, bro.
This is if you're meeting him on another live. It's like 99 and 100. He's on every live.
Yeah. Well,
I do get around.
Not you, him.
Oh, no, I see him all the time.
Exactly.
What'd you say, Jordan? Trot crashes out over Jordan Love. Crashes out over Jordan Love? Nah, dude sucks. I don't crash out. I mean, if he sucks, he sucks.
That's one thing I hate that you do, Trot. I hate that so much.
What?
I know that because you only do it to certain comments. You go, what did you say, Christian? What did you say, Jordan? And you've already read it, and then you read it again as if it's the first time you've read it.
Well, first off, when I say, what did you say? That's a precursor for everybody to shut up because I'm about to read something. So I'm not acting like it's the first time. I on purpose say, what did you say, Nina? That's letting everybody know. Shut up real quick so I can read this dumb comment that Jordan put in there.
letting the person know that you about to get the business.
Yes, bro. See, Christian, how do you not pick up on this, bro? There is no, hold on, wait a minute. It's the first time I saw this comment. No. Very clear that I already read it. And I said, what did you say? Nina, that right there is a precursor, letting everybody know, including Christian, shut up real quick, because I'm about to give them the business. Then I'm going to read it, and I'm going to be like, oh, so you want to play games. I'll tell you right now, Jordan, I'm telling you right now, Love better go to the Super Bowl this year, bro. I'm telling you right now, he better go, because you talk so much crap regarding this quarterback, and he ain't done a darn thing. The dude ain't done nothing. All he's done is gotten good stats for himself, like Tony Romo.
Yeah,
Matter of fact,
he did choke. He did choke at the last game. Yeah.
He choked so bad. Hey, look, they play a good game, a good team. Oh, he choked, bro. He choked. He owns the Cowboys. Bro, who doesn't own the Cowboys? Somebody help me out. Who doesn't own the Cowboys, bro?
Giants. The Giants.
Oh, wow. Okay. My bad. There's one team. There's one team. One team, bro. Listen, half of the wins that the Cowboys got last year was by luck. I don't care what anybody says. 3 points. I mean, bro, half of their games, I don't know how they even won half of they skimmed through there. Oh my Lord, bro. I'm telling you, I'm surprised. How is the Cowboys not the sorriest team? I don't know, bro. I really don't. They get so lucky every year. I can't believe they basically did half and half. Were they 9-10 or 10-9? Does anybody remember what? They're like
Memorable.
It was 50-50. It's 50-50. And I'm like, how in the heck? How did they 50 and 50? I don't know how. I really don't. Because nobody did nothing. I'm a Cowboy fan for life. Yeah, heck yeah, I am too. They're going to win the Super Bowl this year. Love is he's going to sit on the bench the whole year. He's going to be a bench warmer. And he's going to be loving it. All right, so let's finish, or let's start some of this. I don't know where Amazing's at. Matthew 22. Who's going to read it? Bill, you going to read it? All right, send it.
Okay. Matthew 20:25. 22:25?
No, 22:1.
Okay. And Jesus answered and spoke unto them again by parables, and said, The kingdom of heaven is like unto a certain king, which made a marriage for his son, and sent forth his servants to call them that were bidden to the wedding, and they would not come. Again he sent forth other servants, saying, Tell them which are bidden, Behold, I have prepared my dinner, my oxen and my fatlings are unalived, and all things are ready. Come unto the marriage. But they made light of it and went their ways, one to his farm, another to his merchandise. And the remnant took his servants and entreated them spitefully, and slew them. Oh, I never noticed that. But when the king heard thereof, he was wroth, and he sent forth his armies, and destroyed those murderers, and burned up their cities. Then says he to his servants, The wedding is ready, but they which were bidden were not worthy. Go ye therefore unto the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage. So those servants went out into the highways, and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished with guests. And when the king came in to see the guests, he saw there a man which had not on wedding garment. And he says unto him, Friend, how comest thou in hither, not having a wedding garment. And he was speechless. Then said the king to the servants, bind him hand and foot, and take him away, and cast him into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth, for many are called, but few are chosen.
All right. Amazing. You there? I want to at least read it. He's not even here. But we're going to go over some of it anyway. And hopefully, okay, so here again, Jesus is talking. Look at how it starts off. It says, and Jesus answered and spoke. So let's look at what it was they answered, right? So at the end of 21, it says, this is 45. And when the chief priests and Pharisees had heard this parables, they perceived that he spake of them. But when they sought to lay hands on him, they feared the multitude, because they took him for a prophet. And Jesus answered and spake unto them again by parables. So they know that he's talking about them. They know that. And Jesus is talking about them constantly, over and over. Because remember, Jesus came for who?
The lost sheep.
The lost sheep. So if he's saying to the scribes and the Pharisees, your father is Satan, that means they're lost, right? So that's who he came to. So he's trying to show them, this is where y'all are at right now. This is not good. This is where y'all are at. And so he starts talking about that he goes inviting people to this wedding, which are the Jews, which is Israel, and they didn't come. So it says, now go to the highways. What is that? That's the streets and where everybody is. Now it's the Gentiles. You understand? So he's like, I'm here inviting all y'all, but y'all don't want to come. Y'all don't want to come. So I'm going to have to go get other people. Why? So just like Paul tells us in Romans 10, 11, 12, somewhere right there. But Paul, he starts talking about how that Israel would notice. How does it say it? It says, he says, let me just go to it. It's like he's saying that God gave the Gentiles grace, and he did it on purpose so it would further push the grace for the Jews. If you pay real close attention to what Paul is saying, it's wild, because Paul's like, man, who can understand the judgment of God?
Will fire them. Will fire them to jealousy? Is it?
No, not that part though. Let me go to it. I know it's not 10. Let me go to Romans 10 real quick. All right, Romans 10, brethren, my heart's desire for God, Israel might be saved. Okay, so it's 11. Because right here, 10:1, Romans 10:1 says, brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to God for Israel is that they might be saved. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of God, but not according to knowledge. So what is he saying about Jews?
Zealous, but they got no understanding.
They have no knowledge, bro. And he's talking about spiritual understanding. He makes it very clear. So we get to 11, and let's see. And let's see. Okay, so he's talking about, let's see. For I am an Israelite, the seed of Abraham, tribe of Benjamin. Let's see. Even so, no, let's see. What then? Israel hath not obtained that which seeketh for the election. All right, so let me go to 8. According to it is written, God hath given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day. This is 11:9. And David said, let their table be made a snare. No, that's not it. And their eyes are darkened, not see. Okay, we'll go to 10. Okay, Romans 11:10. This is Paul. Look what he's saying. You got to understand, Paul talks to these people all the time. And Paul is the one saying this about his own people. This is what he's saying. Let their eyes be darkened that they may not see, and bow down their back alway. I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? God forbid, but rather through their fall, salvation is come unto the Gentiles. Do you understand? It's like Paul is saying that if the Jews would have recognized Jesus as the Messiah, God would have took his people up and the Gentiles would have been out of there. Y'all understand? I don't think people really see what Paul is trying to say here. It's remarkable. We probably need to talk about it one day. I don't feel like I really gone over this. But it's what he's saying. That's what he's saying right here. He said, say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? God forbid, but rather through their fall, salvation is coming to the Gentiles for to provoke them to jealousy. So God is trying to use faith against the flesh of Israel, of the Jews. He says, now if the fall of them be the riches of the world, and the diminishing of them the riches of the Gentile, how much more their fullness? For I speak to you Gentiles, insomuch as I am the apostle of the Gentiles, I magnify mine office. If by any means I may provoke to emulation them which are my flesh, I might say, and might save some of them. For if the casting away of them be the reconciling of the world, that shall, man, I need to, hold on, let me go back to where I was at. Well, I'm trying to hurry up and get to 20. Is it 20? No, fruits by the holy lump. 17. Let me just go straight to 17. It says, and if some of the branches be broken off, and thou, being a wild olive tree, wert grafted in among them, and with them partakest of the root and fatness of the olive tree, boast not against the branches. But if thou boast, thou bearest not the root, but the root thee. Thou wilt say then, the branches were broken off, that I might be grafted in. Well, because of unbelief, they were broken off. And thou standest by faith. Be not high-minded, but fear. For if God spared not the natural branches, natural talking about Israel, the first people of God, natural. We're called wild branches because what else does the Bible call us?
Dogs.
Huh?
Dogs.
Okay, dogs. What else?
Well,
Heathens.
Okay, heathens. What else?
Swine.
Yeah, well, we're still considered swine. What else? I already talked about wild olives, wild trees. Strangers, guys, strangers. Yeah. That's the biggest one. Strangers, meaning that we're not from the original tree. We're strange, right? Do you remember? I don't want to. I guess we could talk about it. Do you remember in Sodom and Gomorrah the kind of people that they were searching for? Does anybody remember?
I mean, they were searching for the angels, but also what else?
No, it's no scripture. What scripture says?
You were searching strangers.
Where? Find the verse.
Oh,
find it.
I was eating on my food.
Okay, well, not you. Somebody find it.
The chapter, but not exactly where it is.
Well, then I guess you're gonna have to go look for it then, huh?
Well, it's going to be in Genesis 19 if anyone finds it before me.
All right, well, if we don't find it fast, it's okay. We'll move on. But I'm just trying to show you how the Bible speaks, how it talks to us, okay? Which y'all already know this. I'm just reminding you.
It says in verse 5, it says, And they called unto Lot, and said unto him, Where are the men which came in to this night? Bring them out unto us, that we may know them. And, okay, so that's not it, sorry.
No?
Good.
What? What'd you say, Sundo? I didn't hear what he said.
Maybe this is it. I'm not
19.
quite sure.
Oh, go
But
ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
It says, And they said, Stand back. And they again said again, This one fellow came in to sojourn, and he will needs be a judge. Now will we deal worse with thee than with them? And they pressed sore up upon the man, even Lot, and came near to break the door. Is that what you're talking about, John?
No. Let me see. That will make me. It's not a question, really. Hold on. I'm hoping it's not a translation issue. I do that.
I was about to say, Trot's got his translations mixed up.
Probably.
Some is the sojourn. That's what she was saying.
Yeah, read it again. What you just read. Give the address.
It's Genesis 19:9, and it says, And they said, Stand back. And they said again, This one fellow came in to sojourn, and he will needs be a judge. Now will we deal worse with thee than with them? And they pressed
Read it in the Amplified.
Okay.
Should be right there. You don't have parallel Bible?
Well, I wasn't in I wasn't in at the moment. But it says, But they said, Get out of the way. And they said, This man Lot came as an outsider to live here temporarily, and now he is acting like a judge. Now we will treat you worse than your visitors. So they rushed forward and pressed violently against Lot.
Hey, guys, give me a second. Y'all try to find it, because, and it may not be right there, where it kind of sounds like they were after strange flesh. I could have swore that was the story.
Oh, okay.
All right, so I'll be right back. Try to find it.
We are looking for strange flesh, right?
Yeah, that's what he said.
I feel like every time Trot give us some homework, then he come back, he always change the answer when we find it. Oh, did I say that out loud? All I did was type in strange flesh, and of course, it took me to Ezekiel. What you got?
No, go to the ESV on that, or the NASB on that verse 8. 5. I'm sorry.
19.
Verse 4. Yeah, Genesis 19. And check in the ESV or the NASB. See what it says there.
I was going to have to get that one because I don't have an ESV. Oh, yeah, I do. Hold up. So ESV says, But they said, Stand back. And they said, This fellow came to sojourn, and he, it says basically the same thing. So there's no difference.
ASB. I don't have my stuff with me now.
I don't think I have the
Sorry,
NSV.
I'm on the internet. Oh, you said it's called I was gonna ask her what the initials stand for, so I can go through it.
Oh, since you got the internet, sis, you probably can pull it up better
I
than
got it.
me.
Yeah, but
Because there's
I don't
only
know.
That's the
I
certain
New
only know
American.
the
versions I
King
That's the
got.
James
new
version though. So when he
New
said these
American.
initials, I'm getting mixed up. So what is the
New American
NAB?
Standard.
Oh, I see it. Okay,
New
okay.
American Standard Bible.
All right, they say, but they said
And they call
he is
Lot.
acting like a judge. So it just say foreigner here. It
And
don't say stranger.
before they lay down, the men of the city, the men of Sodom, surrounded the house, both young and old, all the people for every quarter. And they called to Lot and said to him, "Where are the men who came to you tonight? Bring them out to us." Nope, same thing. The only one I see that speaks about strange flesh might be, or strange, is Romans 1 around there that talks about
It
strange.
speak about it in Ezekiel too. That's why when he was saying that, when he was
What
saying
is it?
Genesis, I was just like, hold on, let me go to Ezekiel.
Mm-hmm.
Because all I did was type in strange flesh on Bible Gateway, and it took me to Ezekiel. Hold on. It took me. Hold on, let me go back to the King James Version real quick. Oh, Ezekiel 44:7 and Ezekiel 44:9 and 44:7. It says, "In that ye have brought into my sanctuary strangers, uncircumcised in the heart and uncircumcised in the flesh." Yeah, so I mean, I really don't even remember what his question was. And then in Jude, it says, even as Sodom and Gomorrah. Oh, here we go, guys. Jude 1:7. It says, even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal life. That is Jude 1:7.
That's what he's looking for because I
Yeah,
remember
that's
us
what
reading
it
Yeah,
is.
that's
that.
what he's looking
Yeah.
for.
Hmm.
Okie doke. All right.
Holding it.
I'm trying to look busy for one more hour. I'm gonna sit right here on this computer so they can think I'm doing something. Chlorine in his pool.
It's like if they don't got it by the time I'm coming back, that's it.
That's salt water in his pool. Are you talking about trot?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know
no,
I
he
got a
can't do
roaster.
salt water.
He over there if he got chlorine in there and swimming because my hairs on my arms and legs and body are gonna turn blonde. So he better have some salt
One
water.
on this app
I pray.
that had a pool growing up and never used any of these items, or do I stand alone like this? Because we had a pool a million times and my mama ain't never. This was out there in water, baby. Okay.
Yeah, that
We always put bleach
water
in
straight from
ours.
the faucet with the hose.
Girl, if my mama would have saw us outside pouring her bleach in that water, I would not be breathing today. Okay.
If you think of it, it's basically the same thing as chlorine. It's just diluted more.
Girl, my mama used to lock the door. You understand? We couldn't, she didn't care about that. If we was outside, we was outside, okay? Then we had to cut on the fire hydrant because, the pool, we weren't rich, okay? So we used to get wet with the fire hydrant, but we used to fill a pool up with the fire hydrant water.
Same thing, sister. Same thing. That's what we did.
Hey, we used to have pots and pans. We didn't have no water hose.
We used to cut the bean cans. We take the cans of the beans, cut both sides over it, and that was our sprinkler. Connect it.
Tell you, we used to put a log inside a fire hydrant so it could shoot all the way across the street. That was our sprinkler.
Yeah. You put the log right underneath, and then you lift up a little.
And we
Y'all
used
find
to
it?
make the little kids play in a puddle. Yeah, we found it.
Hey,
Try
Jake,
that's
you found
Jude 1:7. Try go to Jude 1:7.
All right, read it. Somebody read it.
Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh. Hold
Yeah.
on. And going after strange flesh are set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal life.
Yeah. Okay. So it's not in the story of Sodom and Gomorrah, but notice the person that's writing this, they got this from the story. Y'all with me?
An example.
Right. So, but show me where it says they went after strange flesh in the story.
Oh,
It
just
don't.
says
So
it says
so
they
hold on.
went to know him.
Hold on. But so they're adding to scripture?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So then what are they doing?
they're getting understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have an understanding. So show me in the story where they're going after strange flesh. Where is it?
Well, if they're sojourners, then they're not the same people, right?
Right. So it's like, and I mean, just stick with me if we're going to talk about, the sexual part of the story. It's like they had each other so many times, they need something different. You understand? Y'all don't understand?
Yeah, I'm getting it.
They wanted something strange, something not what they're used to having. Now, these angels, being from heaven, would be considered strangers in their world, right? Right. So there's two strangers, right? You have Israel, and then people who come to Israel that are not from Israel, they're strangers. And then you have people of the fallen world. And if people from Israel went there, they would be strangers. They're not the same. They're not of this world. Get it? Now, obviously, in real life, they're trying to have sexual relations with these two men that are in there. This is a city of a lot of people, and there was nobody there that was going to satisfy their sexual desires except for these strangers. You see how off these people were? They were off, dude. They're off their rocker. Okay, so why am I bringing this up? Oh. Does anybody know?
Amazing wanted to talk to you about the garment.
Okay, yeah, but why am I bringing this up though? Nobody knows? Matthew 22, where were we? Why am I bringing this up?
You got rid of the guy with the garment. Not
No,
the
because
No,
we're
no,
at
no.
no,
the
This
because
was
wedding
about the
garment.
Gentiles when he went out to the Gentile. I mean, when he went out to the highways and byways, right?
yeah,
You was on that part.
he went to the strangers. He went to the strangers. You understand or not? The
Gentile.
the
100%.
Gentiles. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he went to the strangers. So because we're talking about what Paul, how he's talking about in Romans, how he's saying, matter of fact, so he tells them, okay, so in Matthew 22:9, go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage. So y'all don't want to come, right? Israel, y'all don't want to come? Okay, well then we're just going to invite anyone. That would be us, the Gentiles. Because Paul says in Romans 11,
11:11 is where you were.
no,
He was at Romans 10:11, right? Or
no,
17.
Romans 11:21. For if God spared not the natural branches, take heed lest he also spare not thee. So he's saying that God allowed the natural branches to be cut off so the Gentiles will be grafted in. And Paul is saying, guys, don't get hot-minded. You could be cut off just like they were. So what Paul is saying is God could have allowed the Gentiles to be grafted into the tree to make the natural branches jealous, just so that brings them back to God. And now that God has his people back, he could cut all the strangers off. Do you understand? Or no? Y'all don't understand?
And this is the verse people use when they say that we can lose our salvation.
Well, again, losing. Well, first of all, I don't even know why they use that phrase. Okay, losing. The word losing, like if salvation's a set of keys, and I'm walking around, I'm like, oh, where'd my salvation go? You can't lose your salvation like that. That's the dumbest phrase. You can't lose it. Are you understanding? The word lose. If I have a $5 bill in my pocket and, I don't know, I had it in there all day and then I go to take it out and I'm like, oh, man, I lost my $5 bill. Is that how you lose salvation? Like you don't know it's gone?
No, bro.
Okay, so what I'm saying is the phrase itself, can you lose salvation? I don't even communicate with these people. They're asking me if I can lose it. What are you talking about? They're not even thinking about what you're saying. You can throw it away. You can choose to not acknowledge salvation. That's what you can do. But lose, like if I'm just walking around, oh, where'd it go? Come on, that's what the word can you lose it means. That's what it means, bro. So that don't make any sense, that the way they're wording it. All right, so he says, behold, therefore, the goodness and severity of God on them which fell severity, but toward thee goodness, if thou continue in his goodness, otherwise thou also shalt be cut off. And they also, if they abide not still in unbelief. So notice Paul is making he's showing the issue here. Unbelief shall be grafted in. So if they continue not to believe, they're not going to be grafted in. That's what he's saying, right? Right? Okay, so again, it says, and they also, if they abide not still in unbelief. So how come Israel's not saved? Because of unbelief. That's the same for any human. So the reason they're cut off is because of their unbelief. So you would have to become in unbelief to be cut off, bro. Do you understand? So if you still believe, you're not going to be cut off. So people who use this to try to say that you can lose your salvation, bro, unbelief is a choice. Unbelief is a choice. You have to choose not to believe. It's ridiculous telling someone, oh, well, do you think you can lose yourself? I'm just walking around. Oh, wow, where'd my salvation go? Like, again, salvation's a set of keys. I don't know where it went. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Paul's making it very clear right here that it's based on unbelief. You don't just not choose unbelief. Unbelief don't just come to you one day. And even if it does in a thought, you still have to choose to believe it. You have to choose to believe unbelief. Right? So, all right, so it says, shall be grafted in. Where was I at? And they also, okay, that was 23. Okay, so Romans 24. For if thou wert cut out of the olive tree, which is wild by nature, and wert grafted contrary to nature into a good olive tree, how much more shall these, which be the natural branches, be grafted into their own olive tree? ? For I would not, brethren, that ye should be ignorant of this mystery. And it is. It's a huge mystery, this part right here. He says, lest you should be wise in your own conceit. Wise in your own conceit means you're wise by yourself, meaning you think you're wise just because of you. Amen. Be wise in your own conceit, that blindness in part is happened to Israel. 100%. They're blind as a bat. Okay, it's true. Until the fullness of the Gentile come in. Listen, I said this yesterday on a a timeless Yeshua. When we were having a timeless Yeshua, I said yesterday that, so when Paul talks about till the fullness of the Gentile come, when that happens, the rabbinical writings and all the writings that have been in existence, because these people are still zealous for God, somebody, and I believe it's going to be a Gentile, that is going to open the eyes of Israel itself. And they are going to use the rabbinical writings to do it. It will not be from the Bible per se. It will be rabbinical writings. These people told themselves the truth of what our patriarchs were doing, what David did with Goliath's head. Right? Yesterday we talked about how Abraham, how in the rabbinical writings it says that Abraham tied up Isaac like the red heifer. Right? So it is going to be a non-natural olive branch that God is going to use, right? The foolishness of this world. Who was the foolishness of this world regarding Israel? Huh? Nobody? Who was the foolishness of the world regarding Israel? No, I'm talking about in the eyes of Israel. In the eyes of Israel, it was the dogs, the Gentiles.
Yeah.
The fools.
Okay. I thought you were talking
It
about
was us. It was us, right? So he brings us. So he brings us. Oh, I'm sorry. We got a guest. Elizabeth, what's up? What's on your mind?
Nothing. I was saying me. I didn't realize I was all me. I'm the dog in that, because I'm Greek. I was like, it was me. But I didn't realize.
Because I'm Greek.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was my mic was off. I'm like, why is he not answering?
Yeah, no, my bad. That's cool.
I was the dog, the Gentile.
Yeah, and we are the ones that God is using. Paul makes it very clear to make quote unquote Israel jealous, right? The natural olive branches, and it's going to be us that God has to use. Do what?
I said amen. And
yeah.
Now that we're talking about this, are we like, what's the subject? Are we talking about like the two witnesses now, or what?
No, I don't talk about the two witnesses on a live.
Okay, gotcha. Because the two witnesses are the two olive trees and the two lampstands. That's
it just makes people argue because nobody wants to come into agreement on what it is. Yeah.
Gotcha.
No, we're just what we're actually talking about is so let's see. Matthew 22, where it shows that there was a man that doesn't have the wedding garment on in Matthew 22. So that's kind of where we're Well, let me back up. We actually started off with Joseph and how Potiphar's wife was trying to convince him to have relations with him. He said no, and she tried to come on to him and grabbed him by the coat, and he ran out of it and left a remnant, his coat in her hand. Okay, so that's what we're talking about. And someone wanted to know, does that have anything to do with Matthew 22? And I said, yes, 100%. It has 100% to do. with the
So
wedding
this is a
garment.
parable of the wedding feast.
What, Matthew 22?
Is that what that is? Because I don't have. Yeah. Is that the parable
Yes.
of the wedding feast?
Yeah, it's the parable where there's a man that comes in there without proper wedding garments, and he's asked,
He's
friend,
like, how'd you get in here?
how'd you get in here? Right. And
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
told to bind him by hand and foot and kick him out of darkness. Okay. So that's what we're talking. Right. So we're talking about Joseph. We're talking about that because Joseph is a shadow of Jesus.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
The whole Bible
Okay,
is a gospel story.
Right. So because of that, someone's asking about Matthew 22, and I said yes. And in Matthew 22, it says basically go out and invite Israel. It doesn't say it that way, but that's what Jesus is talking about.
Amen.
And Israel doesn't accept the wedding invitation.
Yes.
So he's like, okay, well then go and just invite anyone you see on the road, which would be strangers, which would be the Gentiles, the dogs. So Paul starts talking about in Romans how he's telling the Gentiles, don't get all high and mighty because you could be cut off as well. But again, he narrows it down to unbelief. So Paul is not saying like God is just going to do it and you're not even going to know it's going to happen. No. He makes it very clear in 22. He said, let's see,
22.
or maybe it's 23.
Okay.
Yeah, 23, he says, and if they also, talking about Israel, if they abide not still in unbelief shall be grafted in, meaning if they remain to have unbelief, they won't. So this goes for anyone. So no one is just going to like be grafted out and they didn't even know it happened. That's not the case. A person has to no longer believe in this truth. And so that's kind of what we're talking about. And the last thing I'll say about it is where let's see, by natural, let's see, for I would, brethren. All right, so 25, for I would not, brethren, that you should be ignorant of this mystery, lest you should be wise in your own conceit, that blindness and the part is happened to Israel. They are 100% blind. I have talked to a lot of people who are Jews, and the stuff that we discuss regarding their own scriptures is a laughable matter to them. They think it's silly. So, and it says, until the fullness of the Gentile come in. And so when the fullness of the Gentile come in, when that happens, when there's no more Gentiles that are going to come to the Lord, the Gentiles 100% are going to point the Jews to their own rabbinical writings and show them what they've been saying for a long time. And I said this yesterday when we were having a Timeless Yeshua, and we were talking about how Isaac, in rabbinical writings, it says that Isaac was bound up like the red heifer. And the reason that Abraham bound him like the red heifer is because he knew the red heifer sacrifice is pointing to sins being covered. So he bound Isaac like the red heifer. Again, it's not doctrine, right? You're not going to find that in the Bible. But the rabbis wrote this stuff down based on oral tradition, meaning it was passed down from the time that it happened through the people's lives, that's how Isaac was bound, like a red heifer. Now, the rabbis are not trying to defend Jesus. Today they don't even believe in Jesus. All they were doing was just telling the truth. They just told the truth of what they heard and stuff that they saw. So these people were being honest about it. And I'll say, let me read this part right here. And it says, and so all Israel shall be saved. Again, remember, all of Israel is referring to anyone who believes. That's who it's referring to. Anyone, right? Whether it be Jew or Gentile, because all of us are Israel. All of us are. We are the promised land. The physical promised land was a shadow of something to come. And all of us who has God living on the inside of us, we have the heart of God. And because we have the heart of God, we are Israel. We're it. And it's real hard for people to understand that, but if you study more, you'd see it. And so all Israel shall be saved, as it is written, there shall come out of Zion a deliverer, and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob. For this is my covenant unto them, when I shall take away their sins. He is going to take the sins away. And we know that it happened through Christ. But it says, as concerning the gospel, they are enemies for your sakes. But as touching the elections, they are beloved for the Father's sake. It's so funny that he says that. For the gifts and calling of God are without repentance. And I say this all the time. Gifts are free. If you have a gift from God, it's not because you're special. If you speak in tongues, you're not better than anyone else. It's a gift. And it says right here, they are given without repentance. So you don't brag about a gift that God gave you. You don't go around and say, I'm prophet so-and-so. They call me bishop this, bro. Whatever you claim to stand on, it was a gift from God without repentance. It's a gift. Gifts are free. You did nothing special to earn it. I don't know why even people give themselves titles. You know, the only title that we should 100% hold on to is being a disciple of Christ. And Jesus said, go ye and make disciples. Only a disciple can make a disciple. If you haven't been discipled, you can't make disciples. It's not going to happen. You can make converts, but you can't make a disciple. Right? So, all right. It looks like Amazing ran off. Let's see. Christ Warrior, what's up, man? What's on your mind?
Not much. I'm just hanging out, chilling.
All right, cool. John Wick, what's up?
Yeah, hello. Hello, everyone. Hello,
what's
guys.
What's going on, man? What's on your mind?
I just wanted to share, I'm an ex-Muslim from Iraq, and I have believed in Jesus Christ 2.5 years ago. Glory be to him. The Lord of Lords, the King of Kings. Yeah. I just wanted to share that.
Yeah. Well, cool, man. Hi. Cool. Awesome. Let me see, guys, it's already 3:20. So I know John Wick, Elizabeth, and Christ Warrior. I know y'all ain't been up here long, but I've already been up for a couple hours and we're already about to hop off, but y'all are always welcome. You're always welcome to come back. So do yourself a favor. Make sure you share, Descaled. And if you haven't gone to our YouTube channel, which is at Descaled Live, all these recordings are, all these lives are recorded, and you can watch them there on YouTube. If there was something we discussed that you wanted more information about, you can watch it again there on the YouTube. We about to go jump in Trot's pool.
Dom, if he want to ask you questions, he got to come up on other people's panel to debate his questions, brother.
What are you talking about? What?
He asked you a question
in the
chat. Now tell him Jay White will answer his question, but he got to come up on Jay White panel. Don't answer it. Don't answer it.
No,
Dom,
bring that up here.
Dom, if you're gonna ask the question, bro, come up here, bro. Is Jesus the Father?
Just come up.
Come up, bro.
The Father. Come up here.
Still on the biggest debate topic on TikTok.
Oh my God! Can you come up, Dom, or what?
Please.
There you go. No, there you go, Dom. Get up here. You want to talk about it? We could talk about it, man to man. Be a man, for God's sakes. See, Rise Wolf? What? Dom, you gonna come up here or not, bro?
Having too much fun playing with Rise about it.
I'm dealing with Rise Wolf right now. Well, y'all need to go to another live because I'm about to drop this live. Well, let me say this, Dom. If you're dealing with Rise right now, why are you asking me a question then? And then I tell you to come up so I can answer it. You're like, well, I'm dealing with Rise right now. Well, I mean, yeah, you messed up. Now you're dealing with me. Rise ain't been to combat. I wouldn't worry too much about what he's talking about. Let's see. The Jesus Father guys on TikTok are broke. Oh my God, dude, Lauren, they're broken records, bro. Dom, stop playing the game, bro. Stop playing the game. He steals your swag and make it oneness. Yeah, he takes about 80% of the stuff I say, and then he tries to twist it and mess it up. You know, if he would have stayed coming to Descaled, he wouldn't be all over the place, Dom. He's all over the place because he's listening to his own conceit. All
You
right.
know, but I'll tell you one thing. If he ever would like Jay White to answer his question, he could come on over to my panel and we'll talk about that jump for 4 hours. You understand?
Oh my God. We talk about that junk for 4 hours.
We're gonna argue about it for 4 hours.
Y'all go ahead.
Try.
Saba, what's up?
Listen, Paul debated
Yes,
them in the
brother. God
synagogue.
bless
I can debate
everyone.
them here.
Yeah. Yeah. Ain't.
Papa!
Stop, Saba.
God
Hey,
bless you
Saba.
guys. God
What's up,
bless you,
Saba? You at
sis.
work?
Yes. First day back. First day back.
She said yes, try.
Shit,
She
y'all,
said
hey,
yes, like
y'all didn't hear.
yes.
Hey, yeah, y'all didn't hear that. She got serious real quick. She's like, "Hey guys, how are y'all doing?" I'm like, "Hey, you at work?" She's like, "Yes." Why are you reminding me? Why are you reminding me that I'm here? Look, listen. Even if you love your job, trust me, everybody needs a break. Let me tell you, my wife has worked. I may not be perfect with these numbers, but I'm right there. In the past week, I want to say she's worked every day. Every week. I'm sorry, past 2 weeks. I'm talking about the past 2 weeks. Every week she's worked probably, let me see, probably about 75 hours a week, probably, or 70. Right? So 40 hours a week is considered, normal. And she's basically doubled that. She's worked approximately 80, 70, 80 hours a week for the past 2 weeks, and she only had one day off in the past 14 days, and I think it's going to be like that for one more week. So, and she loves her job, but when you start living there, yeah. Oh man, it's a little hard. So, oh my God, Dom. Rise, when are y'all just gonna let it go, man? It's funny, y'all are gonna be sitting across the table from each other, at the dinner table in heaven, and I'm gonna eat up all y'all's food. Y'all still gonna be up there arguing about this too, or what?
It's Mary's birthday, I think. That's why they're
Who?
celebrating. Mary's birthday. Yeah. Trent told me.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on, Savo. Hold on. Like Mother Mary? Like
Yes,
Jesus'
yes.
mom? It's her birthday today?
I think they're celebrating Mother Mary's today, yes.
Oh my
I know
God.
Trent, he is in Lebanon, so his whole entire family and everything, obviously, because they're born into Catholic marinates, so they said that they're celebrating Mary's today. So, and
yeah, Dom. Hold on, Dom. Dom, is it true? Is it Mother Mary's birthday today, Dom? Dom. Dom, is it Mary's birthday today, bro? You don't know? What? You're a heretic. That's heresy. How dare you not know? That's how they talk to each other. Dom, why do y'all talk to each other like that? I'm a bad Catholic.
I just not found out he was Catholic. I didn't know he was a Catholic.
Yeah, he's Catholic. Yeah. But man, the way they talk to each other, as soon as you disagree with the Catholic, you're going to hell because they said so. Bro, it's the craziest. Oh, they have me rolling the way they are. All right, let me get out of here, guys. So let's see, it's 3:30. Yeah, let me get out of here. Okay, so we've already been on for a couple hours, and we talked about. Let me put this.
He was on for a couple of hours now. I thought we just started. Oh God.
Yeah, no, I came on around 12:30. So it's been over 2 hours. What's the date today? Today's Thursday, right?
Yes, 14th.
What's 14th?
Yes.
Yeah, do they know Jesus' birthday? How they get Mary's birthday and not Jesus' birthday? Have you guys Do you guys know anything about
Oh
that?
my
Sorry.
God, bro, you really want to open that can of worms, bro? Oh my God, listen.
They want to open that can of worms.
Oh my God, they're gonna say what we did is we calculated the small dipper and we calculated the distance from the sun and the moon, and we know for a fact that when the egg of Mary came down, oh my Lord have mercy, my God, dude.
Bro, what? Go.
Exactly. All right, let me write this down real quick. See.
Good question. Since you're retired from the military,
Oh crud.
The EMP boom booms. Do they have sound?
Do they have what?
Do they have a sound?
Yeah, they can. Mm-hmm.
Is it a loud sound?
Some of them can be. Some of them can have a loud sound, and some of them can have hardly no sound at all. Again, if you're comparing it to a big bomb like a 155, like a cannon, if you were to drop one of those things make a loud kaboom. In comparison, it's not even close to that loud. You get what I'm saying? If anything, you might hear like a 9mm round. Like you might hear that. Like it's not that loud. And then there's some that you don't really hear anything. You feel a pulse, like a, like a. You don't really hear it, but you feel it.
Okay.
Yeah, but some of them are so big. But some of them are so big that little pulse that you feel, you can kind of hear it. But you got to be close though. Like, if you're a mile or two away, you might not hear it. But if you're right there when it goes off, you might hear it go off. But it'd be like a, like a electrical pulse kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why around my area, the service used about a year ago. It's just within a year. My service is very spotty, and it seems like it happens when they're practicing. I don't know if they're doing.
Oh no! If they're doing that, you wouldn't have any service at all. Yeah. Plus you wouldn't have nothing, bro. That thing burns stuff up. Like it's like cars won't even work anymore. Like your battery be acid fluid all over the place. Like, I mean, some people's stuff is still going to work, but the majority of it's not, dude. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But all right, guys, check it out. We're done. We're hopping off. I will see y'all in the morning unless someone's got something to say. Anybody got anything to say? Anybody?
God bless you, brother. I hope I can catch tomorrow. I'm gonna open my live now, so yeah, because it's
go ahead.
Yeah,
open that bad boy up. Hey, watch out! Don't let Roswolf and Dom go up there and argue.
Oh my God!
Tell them to kick rocks. Tell them to kick rocks. Anyway, all right, guys, we'll see y'all in the morning.
Brother.
God bless.
God bless.